There's so much promise that we have in our community right now, and I just have to say, I had some remarks that were that I wrote up, and Rhoda knows that I was fretting over them a lot recently, just up to the last half hour. But I have to tell you, there's just so many people here that I'm just astonished, and I am so proud of all of you and all of what you want for our community, for the ambition that you have for the future of our city. There are so many people here. There are so many people here from all walks of life, all the different neighborhoods of our community, all the different groups of our community. We have racial diversity, we have religious diversity, we have Democrats, Independents, and Republicans. And I want to thank you all for being here. This is a special kind of time in our country. Last year, the people of our country and the people of our city united together in hope. Hope that we could build a brighter future, that we can bridge the differences that have divided our country and our communities for too long and come together to build the American dream together. Here in New Britain, people came out and registered to vote by the thousands. I was shocked, and it was amazing to see and wonderfully inspirational. And on election day, they came out and voted by the thousands, and they were happy. We were all happy because we were taking back the country that was ours to begin with. I was inspired by this because New Britain needs a brighter future and has for a long time. New Britain needs hope. As Jerry pointed out, New Britain's been suffering for a long time. The manufacturing jobs that she remembers have not come back. The life that people were able to build for themselves in the middle class by the sweat of their brow is not here anymore, and we have been languishing. Instead, what has been coming back is just minimum wage jobs. And that's not any way to raise a family. That's not any way to build a strong community. We need to do better. Our neighborhoods are still pocked with blighted properties, and it brings down the quality of our community. We can make change there. We need to do better. We need to make sure that our schools have the resources that they need in order to be able to provide the kids the opportunity that they need to succeed in life. And we've been languishing without that. And people are languishing under a property tax system that continues to make people who cannot afford bear an unfair burden. Since I started in public service, I have believed in the idea that we accomplish things best when we work together. And I have believed that here in our city that we can accomplish things by working together. But even with the years of experience that I have this past year, I was pleasantly surprised by what was happening in our community. There's a feeling of change afoot. There is something that's happening, and there's something out there in the community that if we can make people believe, in themselves, we can bring about real change in our community. Now, President Obama didn't say that he's going to come into Washington, D.C. and rain change down from on high. What he said was just the opposite. He said that he's going to make changes in Washington that are needed, but that we have to work in our own communities to bring about change. Now, New Britain's people have been thinking about what kind of change that they can have. And we've been talking about it. We've been talking amongst ourselves. We've been thinking about what is possible. We have hope. Hope that we can have a community that's not stuck in the mediocrity that we've been caught in. Even in the best of times for the rest of the country, we have still been stuck in mediocrity that is just unacceptable. We need a community with a city hall that includes all residents, the people of all neighborhoods, the people of all the communities of our city. We have hope that that's possible. We have hope for a future where we can have good paying jobs, where we can renew neighborhoods, where we can provide real opportunities for the people in our community. The people of our city have hope. Instead of the divisiveness and negativity that has often been a part of politics and has brought down the public discourse in our country and right here in New Britain, instead of that, we can have hope, that we can have leadership that inspires people to do better. I've been very honored as people have been having those discussions that they have been thinking about having me run for mayor. It has meant the world to me. And as I look around this room at all of the people, not just the people who've come up to speak to say nice things about me, but every one of you who is here today, I am deeply honored by being considered for this. But for those people who know me, you know very well that the kind of leadership I like is the kind of leadership that includes everybody. I like to go out to the neighborhoods and listen to what people have to say. I want to hear what their opinions are. I want to hear what their ambitions are for the future of our city. I want to hear what they want to change to make things better. And I want to have a process that includes everybody. Have a process where people can talk to me and talk to each other about what we can do to make our community a better place. And I want to hear what they have to say also about the prospect about me doing this. I want to hear what they say, whether I can serve them best serving as their mayor. I have to tell you, I'm deeply honored by all of the things that everybody has said here today. And you can tell based upon how everybody's talking how I would be leaning in that decision. But we need, those of us who are here today, we need to be leaders in our community to be able to reach out to the neighborhoods and communities in our city, to include them in this discussion. And so I'd like to ask all of you to help me with this. I want to go out into our community and have house parties in people's living rooms, in people's backyards, hot dogs. I want to go into church basements. I want to be having meetings in civic halls. And I'd like to ask for your help in doing this. I'd like to ask if you would host one of these meetings. This is not a change that we can build by just having the same old in politics. We can build change in a new way, where we include everybody in our community, where every neighborhood, where every community of our city is involved. We can build a big change in our country, and it's only going to happen if we right here are a part of making it possible here in New Britain. We can do it. You can do it. And that's what the real message is. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about anybody who runs for office. Nobody should run for office if it's all about them. It should only be about making the community better. And if I'm going to run for mayor, it's going to be about making New Britain better. I believe deep in my heart that New Britain is a great city. New Britain is a great city, and the things that we had once can be built again, only better. We can be at the forefront of the future. We can be a place where they are pointing their finger and saying, if we could only do it like they did it in New Britain. That's the kind of place New Britain can be, and that's the kind of city that I would like to see. So I want to thank you all for being a part of this important process. There's going to be a lot more to do. There's going to be a lot more work to be done. But I believe in you, and I know that you believe in New Britain. Together we can make a difference, and let's make it happen. Thank you so much.